Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of Baywatch. This movie is directed by Seth Gordon, who previously directed Identity Thief and Horrible Bosses. And the movie stars Dwayne Johnson, Zac Efron, and Priyanka Chopra, with Alexander Daddario and Kelly Rohrbach. I lied to you guys. This movie is bad. It's based on the TV show Baywatch from the early 90s. I used to watch that show, but I also used to watch Boy Meets World and Salute Your Shorts. If they try to recreate them nowadays, well, they kind of did with Boy Meets World, but it won't work. You can't take the lightning in a bottle that is 80s and 90s stuff and reproduce them and try to get the same result, because it's not going to happen, and it didn't happen with this. So the synopsis is Dwayne Johnson is Mitch Buchanan. He's the head of the lifeguard team on Baywatch. And Zac Efron's this hotshot swimmer, kind of like a Ryan Lochte type character, who comes on, who thinks lifeguards aren't that great. I can do what they do, no problem. And then there's drugs that are introduced, so they decide to also be lifeguard detectives and get to the bottom of where the drugs are coming from. That's the plot. I said there are some funny parts, because there are. When The Rock and Zac Efron go at it verbally, the jokes, they hit. But when the movie stops trying to be funny and focuses more on the actual plot of the movie, that's where it fails big time. Because it's a comedy. This movie tried so hard to be the next 21 Jump Street, but it failed miserably, because 21 Jump Street succeeded, at least the first one, succeeded because it knew it was loosely based on a TV show, but they decided to do their own thing anyway. Baywatch tries to stick so close to the source material that they run out of ideas. They're like, okay, we have the naked bodies. Alright, we have the beach. Okay, alright, let's start introducing some drama with some drugs and a villain. Okay, now let's throw in some conflict amongst the lifeguards themselves. Okay, now what? Do we do more jokes? Oh, no. We need to make this plot kind of serious, because that's what people care about. And they really don't. This movie also suffers from comedy syndrome, which is in a lot of movies, like Wedding Crashers or The Other Guys, where the plot is supposed to be here. And really thin, mind you. The jokes are supposed to revolve around said plot, where they're supposed to move the story along, but it's not really supposed to matter all that much. Well, Baywatch decides in the third act, we're going to focus on the characters and get real serious and develop them, because people care about the characters. No, they don't at all. Because a comedy is about just that, the comedy, not so much the story. If Dwayne Johnson and Zac Efron were in a different type of movie, or were in a different vehicle to display their acting chops and their comedy, they would work well together, because their banter was great. A lot of the actors and actresses that were supporting in this movie were really just wasted and had nothing to do. A lot of them just stood around together in a room to kind of show that they're part of the lifeguard team. This movie even had cameos of people from the TV show, but even those were poorly done. Kelly Rohrbach, who's the blonde in the movie, she plays CJ. She's a model turned actress, and she was fine. But other than that, this movie was just as bad as the green screen that they used when they do the rescues out in sea. The movie does have lifeguards and soap opera-like drama and acting, and even people running in slow motion. But aside from that, this movie has little to no resemblance of the classic TV show Baywatch. So because of that, I'm going to give this movie a D+. You might like it for nostalgia reasons and because there's good-looking bodies on screen, but other than that, the movie's not worth seeing. So until next time, guys, see ya.